of Andres, aka Nothing XS. He looks like a 12-year-old boy, but do not be alarmed. He is actually about 30 years old. Sitting next to me is Del Ratch,
Hey,
the
what's
one
up?
and only, the lovely, the beautiful, the mostly hairless Del Ratch. Thank you for joining us, as usual, with our Iron Galaxy Tender Moment streams, which this is kind of a live version of. We're going to stall for like 2 or 3 minutes and let people get connected and get situated and all that stuff, and then we are going to give you a live tour of Killer Instinct Season 2's final boss character, the secretive CEO of Ultratech, Aria.
I don't think that's.
Aria.
I don't think that's how
It's Aria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tweet it out, everybody. Let everyone know that we are about to show Aria for the first time in gameplay.
Yes.
It's gonna be pretty awesome.
If you've read the textual stream from a couple weeks ago, you probably have a little head start. But, yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be really interesting. So let's just scroll down and check her out real quick. Isn't it nice to see the character select finally full?
I know. It's amazing.
Very good. Gotta get the mic in my mouth a little bit more. There we go.
So I don't think that's Aria. Who's that below Omen?
All right, here is Aria.
Ooh.
Oh, she's awesome.
She is pretty
I'm
awesome.
going to go ahead and select her. Whoop, you're not
Oh,
supposed to see
you
that
didn't?
yet.
No.
Okay, okay.
It's not an Iron Galaxy stream unless we
I
show
know.
something we shouldn't.
Should we go through the colors real quick? People want to see the colors.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the default. It's a little different from the concept art you guys saw, but it's pretty great. We also have, this is one of my favorites. I actually like the red a lot with the silver.
That's my favorite one, actually.
All right, I hate that one, so
Okay,
it's good.
nice.
You can have it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
This was really nice, too.
That's the one that was based off the concept art.
Correct, yep. So you can still play as that if you like it. It's color 4. Color 5 is, I guess this would be Ramon's color. And color 6, I guess I would call this one the Xbox color,
Yeah.
probably.
This one looks really cool in gameplay. I really
Yeah.
like that color.
And then there's this one, which I will call the Bumblebee.
Yep.
No reference there.
Nope.
And color 8 is this very angelic gray-white one. And then the last one is very dark and menacing and mean.
It's probably the best color.
Yeah.
Color
So
9.
We'll go with the default here.
Yeah.
And guess what I'm going to remember to do? I'm going to make you a human player.
Nice.
Yes. So let's check it out.
All right. Are we going to watch the intro?
Let's watch the intro. Ooh. Awesome.
That was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Although this intro is a classic.
So you probably noticed Aria kind of going into and popping out of those drones, and now you can see them floating behind her. So let's make Isaac a playable character here so he can play along with us. Cool. All right, so we have a little script we're going to try and follow, which is a little, it's going to be tough because of the not normal setting, but we'll make it through.
Yeah.
Isaac?
So let's give a basic summary of what Aria is.
Aria is a team of characters, not one character. I'm sure you've already observed that she has 3 health bars instead of 1 health bar. Don't be alarmed. She has the same amount of health as all the other characters in the game. Most characters have their health split into 2 bars. She has hers split into 3. She is an AI. She's not attached to any physical form, right? She can just kind of zap herself upload herself, if you will, into whatever physical form she has available to her, which is very cool, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. So let's start taking the tour.
Yeah, let's just go through her basic movement.
Yeah.
So let's just start with her walk speed.
Sure. She's got a little bit of a slow back walk, but a decent forward walk.
And then just
Yeah,
go through
normal
it.
jump.
Yep, just her normal jump. She has a pretty okay front dash and back dash.
Yeah, her front dash is okay, back dash is all right.
But now we're getting into the interesting stuff.
Yes, we are.
So there's these little floaty things around there. What's that?
What do I do with them? These are her drones. They follow her around wherever she goes. They're very loyal. You switch sides, they switch sides. They're always behind her. They're not vulnerable or anything while they're behind her. But you can switch to play as different drones simply by pressing 3 punch or 3 kick. So right now I'm wearing booster body. I'm going to press 3 punches, and now I'm in blade body. And then I'm going to press 3 kicks, and now I'm in base body.
So one thing you'll notice is that the top drone that's on the screen is always the punches.
Correct.
And then the bottom is always the kicks.
Absolutely.
So she has 3 life bars. What does that mean?
Well, training mode's not going to let me show you very well, but you're going to have to kill all 3 of these drones to defeat Aria.
Okay.
And each one will take damage when you call it as an assist, which we'll get to in a bit, or you can just destroy it when it's in body form.
Okay, let's get to some of the fun stuff now. Let's just go
Okay.
through some of her normals.
All right, let's talk about normals. I'm going to start with the kicks. So the interesting thing is that the lower half of her body, the kick buttons, these are the same across all of her bodies. So if you're just learning Aria, you can rely on these kick attacks for all different bodies and not really worry about anything. Light kick is pretty fast. She got a nice spammable crouching short, very good. The medium kicks are very interesting. She has a lot of traditional weapons hidden in her legs. She has shotguns in her knees, so you have these really cool shotgun attacks that you can do. She actually has running auto doubles, so you can actually get a combo off that too, which is really neat. And of course those are cancelable because they are normals. And if you throw me a fireball... No, I don't think so. Stop that. Hard kick buttons are actually going to open a compartment in her calves and toss little grenades. So go ahead and throw me a fireball again. I don't like that. Oh, I missed. Oh, I can't get it. I'm the worst. Don't look at me.
Yep.
Okay, forget about it.
All right,
That
let's
works,
forget it. Yep, let's pretend that works.
Air hard kick is a little flip as well. It's pretty interesting. You can do some cool zoning without really doing any motions. Anything else special about the kicks that we need to go over?
No, I think we got all the kicks, though.
All right,
let's look at some of the punches.
All right, punches. We got a nice jab, nice crouching jab. Standing medium punch has decent range. And the jumping medium punch can cross up. I can't believe I got it. That is actually not super easy to do, but it can cross up if your spacing is excellent. And the hard punch buttons also have good range. Crouch hard punches are good anti-air. Go ahead and jump at me. Yep, whoop. Hey. There we go, okay.
Let's talk a little bit about the crouching medium punch. This one's a little bit different than others.
Yeah, crouching medium punch hits low because crouching medium kick does not. But crouching medium kick has extraordinary range and is a one-button projectile.
All right, so now we went through the normals. Let's go through some of her specials.
We did. Let's talk about some special moves.
Let's start with the kicks.
Okay, let's start with the kicks. That's a good idea. So, quarter circle forward. This is going to be very similar to Jago's wind kick. Quarter circle forward kick is going to be a knee. It's the medium one, and I'll show you how far the hard one goes. It goes pretty far. This is very, very short landing recovery, which is great too, because you can do really cool things like this. It's really fun. The knee itself will actually trigger a shotgun blast on hit. And of course, it's an opener, so you can do auto doubles with it. And if you do the linker version, she shoots more shotgun out of her knees. It's very, very nice.
What does the shadow version do?
The shadow version of this is projectile invulnerable. Go ahead and toss me a little something. And you probably noticed that the timing on that is very strange. That is probably the hardest shadow move to break in the entire game.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try.
Get wrecked. All right.
So next is explosive arc.
Right, so the quarter circle back kick move is very similar to Jago's laser sword. This leaves a trail of explosives from her leg, and these have really good frame advantage. The light one isn't so good, but it has better range. You see that'll actually hit from about here. Whereas the heavy one won't, but has slower startup. The heavy one's actually so slow it won't combo off a light attack. But it leaves really good frame advantage, so that's kind of your in-close pressure tool similar to Jago Laser Sword. So if you're comfortable with Jago, you can kind of use those two moves in any body and do really, really well.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't mention was the shotgun blitz is a high crush.
That's true.
And the explosive arc is
high crush.
Yeah. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant low crush. There you go. Yeah, going back.
So go ahead and stick out a low medium kick or something. This is really, there we go. There we go. Okay. And then trip me and then do a high meaty.
Oh.
Do it again.
The timing is going to be there.
Yeah, go one more time. We got this. One more time.
We're playing with a little bit of a delay from the stream.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, just pretend that works. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's talk about some of the bodies now. This is where Aria really starts to break the mold of characters.
Indeed. So let's go over booster body first. All the bodies have a movement feature, and booster bodies is the hover. Woo, I'm flying. You hold up while you're in the air, and then you can use left and right to kind of move around for a second here.
So what happens if you try to cross me up?
The really cool thing is when you cross somebody up, she turns around, which means, hi-yah, jump over, tap up. Oh, you can flip her around. So you don't need a good cross up to cross up. You can just kind of jump over, tap up, and then on the way down. Or you can jump over and then go back the other direction. Or go back and then forward. Yeah, oh my god, it's so tricky. Very, very scary stuff.
All right, so what else can she do? What happens if you happen to do quarter circle back punch?
Well, all of the bodies have their own special move that they bring to the table. And the special move that the booster body brings is crescendo. If you do quarter circle back, light punch, you'll do a tackle forward. And on hit, this is going to open a combo. If you do medium punch, it goes up forward. This is a situational anti-air, so if people jump at you, you can take them out of the air. And the heavy one goes straight up, which probably doesn't seem that good, but it is actually start up invulnerable until hit. So in this body, you do have a reversal, even though it's kind of a slow one.
Can you only do that underground?
You can do this in the air, too. So you can do the forward one if you want to just check people out of the air. The medium one goes down forward and can cross up. Maybe. There we go. Which is very good. And the heavy one goes straight down, so you can do some really nasty stuff with that. Called an assist on accident. Whoops, you didn't see that.
All right, so what about the shadow version?
The shadow version goes straight only, but it has 1 hit of armor. Just do a wind kick for me. Something like that.
Yeah, I could throw a projectile.
It's fine. It's all good.
All right. It's not. All right.
1 hit of armor. Very important.
All
We're
right.
professionals, people.
Yeah. All right, so that was the booster body. And you
That
can
was
tell
the
it's the booster body by the icon that's on the UI over there with the wings. She also wears wings. So
Right.
for everybody that she's in, she visually, there's a tell.
Yeah, you can just look at her and you'll know.
Exactly.
Oh, that's booster body. She's
Yep.
got big old wings. So let's talk about blade body.
Yep.
Let me go into booster again real quick. Watch the walk speed here. 1, 2, 3. It took me about 3 seconds to get there. In blade, 1, 2, yeah, about 2.5 seconds. She's much faster walk speed in blade body. Very, very nice. This is the footsie's body. The medium punches, look at the range on these. What? What are you talking about? Hard punch? Oh my goodness, even longer range. Really, really spectacular range. Actually, the jumping medium punch cross-up is pretty damn reliable in this body.
So
I said as I missed it. There we
Yeah.
go. You get it really deep. It's pretty good.
So another thing she gets in this body is command normal.
She does. She gets forward hard punch, which is an overhead. That may look slow to you, but that thing is invisible. You'll get hit with it all the time. And that's an you can cancel it into stuff and open a combo pretty easily as well.
So let's get into some of the juicy stuff. What's this special?
Sure. The special move for this body is a Dragon Punch motion. Our first Dragon Punch motion in Season 2. Woo! Dragon Punch Light is a traditional kind of Dragon Punch move, but you'll notice that the range is quite gratuitous.
Yeah.
It is a very, very spectacular invincible Dragon Punch move. Hits on frame 3, just like Jago and Fulgor's and Orchid's Dragon Punches do, so you have to respect it. The medium punch and heavy punch versions are pretty interesting, though. The medium punch version does this. Oh my god.
That's not a
pad
decent-
play. There we go. So she gets 3 slashes out of that. And it's not an opener, but you can link afterwards with any manual you want. A heavy is fine. Beyond that, if you don't feel comfortable doing a manual and you have meter, you can just cancel into a shadow move and open the combo that way. So that's fine too. It's a really great pressure move. It's +2 on block. It's really, really good. So go ahead and block this. And try and mash. Oh, you get hit. You get hit.
Yeah,
There we go. Okay.
There you go.
Cool. Now go ahead and shadow counter it.
Okay.
Obviously, oh my
Cool.
goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use the stick. So that's very easy to shadow counter. It's way slower than like a Jago wind kick, obviously, even though it serves a very similar purpose. But go ahead and try and shadow counter again. Whoops. Oh my goodness. My move didn't come out. I'm sorry. One more time.
Live demonstrations.
One more
everyone.
time.
There
There you go. You missed the timing.
Yeah.
actually. Go ahead.
That was fine.
There.
Yeah.
So if you use that one instead, you actually avoid punishment from a lot of characters, which is interesting. Jago still hits her. You can also cancel into shadow moves while this is going and bait a shadow counter that way. So that's kind of the way you're going to want to look for shadow counter baits, is to cancel into a shadow move while you're using that for pressure. The heavy version actually on hit will launch for a combo. So you can just jump up there and do some cool stuff. You'll have fun exploring that. And then the shadow version, the shadow damage ender, does a ton of damage, and it's invincible. Very, very, very good.
All right. And I think that's all the stuff in the blade body.
It's all about blade body.
So let's move on to the base body.
Base body. So you'll see she's wearing this chest cannon now. It fires concentrated sound waves. Very cool.
And so the thing about that sound wave right there, that actually hit me low. That low one.
Yeah, the low one actually hits low. If he
Yeah.
doesn't block low, he's going to get hit. Go ahead and throw a fireball. These are really good because they hit 3 times and they have really high priority. They tend to eradicate a lot of opposing projectiles, so you have to experiment and see. Go ahead and jump for me. She has an up forward one if you make a nice read as well. And it's active for a while, so it's pretty useful.